they do that frequency thing and they freak out.
Don't tell me.
Ray, you're ruining it.
Oh, sorry.
And that would be Sponge with Plowed. It's here on 100.3 The X Rocks. My name is Adam, broadcasting live from Studio 1X for yet another amazing Corwin Ford Coors Light X session. However, this one probably a more common household name that we've had. We'll just say Jonathan Davis and crew, because he rolls about 20 deep. There were more people coming in for him and his crew and all the stuff that is set up. It's amazing. Give it up, guys. Now, unlike the individuals behind me who have not apparently been all coffeeed up, you guys are all laced up, good to go. You were talking about having to take in some of the Boise amenities. How's it been so far?
I like Boise a lot. Reminds me of Bakersfield a lot.
Does it really?
Yeah.
So did you have a day off yesterday, or just
yeah.
Okay? And did you what kind of stuff
I went
did you
to
do?
the mall.
Oh, I'm sorry.
David Buster's, and that was nice.
Was it? Oh, I'm glad, man.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. Of course, tonight at the Revolution Concert House doors at 6 o'clock or 6:30 for the Black Labyrinth tour. Wanted to talk a little bit about Black Labyrinth as a whole, doing a kind of solo project, if you will, compared to the overall of like Korn or something of the like. What really is the biggest differences or probably challenges? You've been doing this for longer than most of these people have been alive.
I mean, I have fun in both, but this is really fun because it's new.
Right.
And it's just me, and I get to play with some amazing people. Not that my band sucks, because they're amazing too, but it's always fun to go out and do something new, and I've been waiting for 10 years to do this, so
right.
I'm really, really happy that I finally saw the light of day.
Well, and it's not just all just you, just considering that you have the name on it. You were talking, just sitting here and watching you guys set up, the camaraderie, the fun that it just had here, that has to all go into the energy of the album, if I'm not mistaken.
When we're out here on the road, yeah, it's all fun. When me and Ray are doing Korn shows, it's a big business.
Right.
There's a lot of moving parts. Not to say it's not fun, but it's just a different vibe.
Right.
So here it's just, we just sit up and play, and it's none of thinking about anything. It's just the music and having fun.
Right, and then that's probably like the great stress release that everyone's looking
amazing.
for. A way to channel all of that energy in. Well, you brought some instruments and quite a few pedals at that point. You want to give us a couple of tunes today?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
Ready?
Yeah. This is a remix, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Pain runs through me like a vein. It's coming for me as I watch him march down this false line. I'm getting all the anger I can find. Alarming in its present face, destroying all these places in my mind. We're living in our final days, we're bombing all the places left to hide. Safe, someplace so far away, without the burning cities or the men who commit their crimes. We're truly living in the end of time. Alarming in its present face, destroying all these places in my mind. We're living in our final days, we're bombing all the places left to hide.
live from Studio 1X. All thanks to Corwin Ford and Coors Light for making this thing possible. I want to kind of adjust to something, and again, this may just have been a rumor of some sort that I picked up on. With Black Labyrinth, I heard rumblings of a lot of inspiration coming from sensory deprivation, the ping pong balls on the eyes, that kind of setup. Can you kind of elaborate on that for those that are less informed?
Well, doing the Gansfield stuff, it's just basically sensory deprivation. You take away your sight and your hearing, your brain trips out and needs to stimulate itself. So when you do that, you sit down, you put ping pong ball. I got these goggles. I've been doing it on the tour, but you put these goggles on and white noise in your ears, and you stare at this red light, and your brain starts to trip out. There's no drugs, no nothing. You can hallucinate. You can have out-of-body experiences. Everyone's different. But it just was something that I love doing, and it really showed me that there's something else out there that's different. It's not nothing against any kind of religion. I believe in all and respect all religions, don't get me wrong, but it just seems like I'm just trying to go through my brain. Why does this happen? Why are we when we do that, are we becoming unhooked from something, or what is the reason we do all this stuff? And it just kind of inspired my little journey, figuring that out. And also, when I was writing this record is when Head left, and I was pissed off at Christianity. Like, I just lost another one of my buddies to it. Not that it's bad, but he it was really traumatic, let's just say it that way, for him to leave. And so I was going through all these emotions, and that was just one of the things. There's a whole bunch of things that inspired the whole record, but
it's just it's crazy that some people would think that's a urban legend, like party trick. Like, no way that can do that, and it helped you come with a full album, actually.
Yeah, no, it just made me think.
Right. I like that. Yeah. I like that. Speaking of journeys that you mentioned, the music videos. I'm very intrigued by this because apparently we're starting from the end. We're doing the Tarantino from the end to the beginning. And I was very fond of Everyone. Just the way that is a very gripping and in-your-face shot at religion, like you were saying. Yeah. Kind of continue on with that story. So we will get a few
I just
more of
saw
that.
a cut of Basic Needs, and that's a continuation of that story. You'll see.
Perfect.
We're going to do a couple more of them a day. I'll tell the story. You just gotta wait and see.
Absolutely. And so, is that you, or is that everybody, or who's the kind of spearheading that project side of it? Because it's actually a huge.
It was my idea, and I'm working with the director.
Okay, cool.
And it's just hopefully when we get it all done, we'll cut it into a short movie or something. So it'll be like you can. The whole thing about the Gansfield and the videos, I wanted it to be more of an experience, more than just put the CD on and listen to it.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be entertaining, and you got all different kinds of avenues to do that. So. I don't know.
Multimedia, I guess, is the word that we use.
I don't know. I'm too old for that.
Come on now. Come on.
I may not act like I'm torn apart. The blood don't look deep red when the dark surrounds me. I may be frozen from the fight. The pain belongs to me, but your light surrounds me. Surrounds me. I don't feel hunger. I don't need air. There's blood in my veins, 'cause I know you are there. I don't need shelter, nothing at all. The reason I'm here, don't you know that you're all my basic needs? Feeling this way, almost forgot remembering to remind me. I don't feel hunger. I don't need air. There's blood in my veins, 'cause I know you are there. I don't need shelter, nothing at all. The reason I'm here, don't you know that you are my basic needs? you know that you're all my basic needs. My basic needs.
Coming live from Studio 1X, none other than Jonathan Davis. Again, a big thank you to Corwin Ford and Coors Light for making all of this possible. Tickets still available down at the Revolution Concert House if you so choose. Doors at 6:30 with the show starting at around 7. So a question you have probably heard more than 1 million times in your 20 billion years doing this. What is next? Are we going back to the Korn? Are we doing more Jonathan Davis related instances? What is the plan of attack from here on out?
I'm doing both, actually. I'm going to go back, finish up the Korn record. I'm with the guys that are in there recording right now. I'm going to do some vocals on that stuff, see how that's going.
Perfect.
And then I'm going to start writing with these guys on my next solo record. So I'm just staying busy. All of it. I got to stay busy. It keeps me sane.
Exactly. Well, and before people started filing, and you guys were talking about some other projects and stuff, and you said, I've been doing this 25 years. That's easy. What's hard? What's difficult still after 25 years?
Being a dad.
Okay. I am learning that myself as well. That's, yeah, definitely one of those harder parts as far as everything is concerned. And like I said, you brought everybody with you. Does that kind of help ground you kind of scenario?
Yeah, I got to have my babies with me.
Exactly. Yes. That's awesome. What is, the biggest... I don't want to say inspiration, that's the word I'm going to use, though, for, coming forward, going through the next pieces of, not only the Korn album, the Jonathan Davis album. What is, the biggest influence for you? I realize, kids, that we were talking about, but there's got to be something out there as well.
It inspires me just life.
Okay.
And then the way I deal with problems that are going on around me is with my music. It's just my outlet. And it just works for me. I know it doesn't work for everybody. Other people need other things, but for me, channeling it into music that affects people positive is my reward, and that's how I just do my thing, man.
Absolutely.
I think that's why I'm here.
Well, and we all love it, absolutely, from beginning to end, wherever we go from here. Thank you guys so much for stopping on in. You said you had one more song for us, so we usually only do 2, so we get an extra little treat today, so we really appreciate that.
Awesome. Pretty soon you have to deal with the truth behind the way you feel, and I'd rather never know. I would do anything not to bring who I am to meet me. This useless, suffering, ugly part of me screwing me as it feeds me. But it is what it is. You don't know how to live with what it is. But it is what it is. It may seem impossible, but I will embrace who I really am. If it's a son of a bitch or a terrified kid, then that's what it is. Pretty soon you have to face you're a virus called the human race, and I'd rather never know. I have done everything not to feel what it is a feeling. This basement devil is kicking the ass of my angel on the ceiling. But it is what it is. You don't know how to live with what it is. But it is what it is. It may seem impossible, and I will embrace who I really am. If it's a son of a bitch or a terrified kid, then that's what it is. Don't push me, don't kill me. What it is, 'cause it is what it is. Don't play games, don't mess with what it is, 'cause it is what it is. Don't ask me, don't tell me what it is, 'cause it is what it is. Don't push me, don't kill me. What it is, 'cause it is what it is. Don't run from where you come from, 'cause it is what it is. And but it is what it is. You don't know how to live with what it is, but it is what it is. It may seem impossible, and I will embrace who I really am. If it's a son of a bitch or a terrified kid, then that's what it is.
Thank you, guys.
It's again live from Studio 1X, none other than Jonathan Davis and the rest of the Black Labyrinth tour crew. Again, thank you guys so much for coming on in. If you would have asked me 15 years ago if my favorite band would ever be sitting in front of me, I would have lied to you, and there's no way. my
awesome,
Korn punch card is officially complete. You guys are the final pieces, so I think I get to turn that in for at least a selfie at some point today,
Yes,
if that's okay. But again, thank you guys so much. Doors 6:30 tonight, Revolution Concert House show starts at 7. And if you don't have your tickets, I'll probably throw some more at your face like Ninja Stars here in the next few hours as we jump back into studio. Again, thank you guys so much for joining us
Thank
today.
you for having us.
Send it back to the studio. More X Rock on the way. It's here on 100.3 The X Rocks.